and today I'm going to teach you a little bit of vocabulary surrounding around Christmas. Now, these are words you may well hear, or you'll see on the internet, or you'll see advertised, or you may just have learnt them in a classroom. So here they are and what they actually mean. So we have a stocking. Now, what is a stocking? A stocking can be Dad's old sock, washed obviously, I would hope, or it can be a bought stocking. Now what we do is we hang these at the end of our beds, and Father Christmas comes and he fills them with presents. If you're good, of course, and of course I'm always good. Then we have a Christmas tree. Now a Christmas tree is decorated with lights and with decorations. I'm going to put them up here. So we can have baubles, we can have lights, we can have tinsel, we can have bells, and all of this is called Christmas decorations. A star. Now, of course, stars are very symbolic in Christmas because it was the Star of Bethlehem that led the three wise men to Jesus, who was newly born. So, of course, stars are everywhere at Christmas. A carol is a song that is sung for Christmas. Now, it tends to be a religious song. It tends to be a song that is sung in church. But a carol, we have carol singers. Now, I miss this tradition a lot living in France. And what it is we have groups of people who sing. They can be anybody. And it's just a way of wishing good cheer to those people that are inside the house. But what is supposed to happen is then the door opens and they will give you a glass of something to drink, something to eat, to warm you up so that you can go on to the next house. And it's just a way, really, of saying hi to your neighbours through the Christmas season. Father Christmas. Now, we can't go any further if we don't talk about Father Christmas. He is the epitome of Christmas. It's what everybody thinks of, talks about, can't wait to see Father Christmas. Now, Father Christmas, as we know him today, is the jolly fat man in red that comes down our chimneys and gives us presents. A snowflake. Now, not all countries will have snow for Christmas, but a snowflake is quite often symbolic with Christmas because we decorate with sparkly snow everywhere, even if it's in the middle of summer for you for Christmas time. Holly. Now, holly is the prickly stuff that we always get our fingers caught somewhere around Christmas. We end up pricking ourselves with a piece of holly, and the holly berries. And mistletoe. Now, mistletoe is a big tradition. And why do we have it? Because then we get to kiss people. Mistletoe is traditionally hung over the front door of your home, and that means that anybody walking into your home can embrace you, can kiss you, give you a hug. It's a symbol of love and of peace. And then present. Of course, the most important part of Christmas for very many young people is the present, or presents. It's what you're going to get from Father Christmas and from your relatives. So I hope you get the presents that you're hoping for this Christmas. I wanted to go through some of the many Christmas traditions that we have, some of my favourites, and tell you where they come from and why we do them. I do think it's important. Christmas isn't just a celebration of how many gifts can I receive and how much money I can spend. There's so much more to it, and I want to share some of that with you today. Now, the Christmas that we all love and adore isn't actually that old. There are traditions that go way back, of course they do, like St. Nicholas. But the Christmas that we know today, most of it originates from Queen Victoria. Yes, only in the 1800s did we start celebrating Christmas. Before then, it was a very simple, very boring affair, and an awful lot of families just didn't celebrate. Now, one of the biggest symbols of Christmas today is the Christmas tree. Now, I love my Christmas tree. It twinkles and it sparkles with the lights and the decorations. It actually originated with Prince Albert, so Queen Victoria's husband. He was German and he brought over a Christmas tree as a present for her. She decorated it beautifully, of course, and as soon as everybody else saw it, they thought what a wonderful thing it was, and everybody started putting trees into their home and decorating them with ornaments and with lights. It became a huge tradition and spread throughout England and of course now worldwide. The Victorians also popularised Christmas cards. The idea started in 1843. And it caught on really fast. Families wanted to send a Christmas card to give their blessings and their love to family members and friends that they hadn't seen in a while. And I still do this. I still send an awful lot of cards out to people. Another Victorian tradition is the Christmas cracker. Now, if you don't know what this is, it's a long cracker and inside it has a paper hat, a joke, a present and a banger. Now a banger is because we pull it, we cross hands, everybody holds hands with everybody else around the table, we all bang together and then presents, jokes and hats all fly everywhere and you pick up one of everything, and then the joke's obviously for you to have a laugh around the table. Everyone adorns a silly paper hat and we get a little gift, and it's just a little trinket from inside the cracker, but it's what starts our Christmas meal off in England. Now these crackers started with an English sweet maker called Tom Smith. He wanted to sell more chocolates at Christmas, so he wrapped them in fancy paper and he put a little banger inside, and hence he sold a lot more chocolates, and that's where the cracker comes from. So when you think of cosy traditional Christmas with fires aglow and Christmas trees twinkling and cards on the mantelpiece and crackers on the dinner table, what you're actually seeing is a Victorian Christmas scene. Now, of course, America did also play a large part in our Christmas imagery of today. The biggest being Santa Claus. Yes, Santa Claus, St. Nicholas, originally wasn't dressed in red. No, he had brown robes and he used to go and give children a small toy for Christmas, those that were poor and couldn't afford anything. Of course, this became a selling point for Coca-Cola. In 1930, they recreated St. Nicholas into Santa Claus with his big belly and his red suit, his black belt and boots, and his big white beard. And Santa Claus took off overnight. Coca-Cola made a fortune, of course, and Santa spread around the world. And that's how we have our Santa Claus of today, or our Father Christmas, is now the big fat jolly man. Now, although the Americans didn't come up with the idea, the stocking was popularised by the Americans. It was a Dutch tradition, and again in the north of Europe, what they do is they put out shoes on the day of St. Nicholas, which is the 6th of December. Children put their shoes in front of their door and they receive a gift from St. Nicholas. Now, what the Americans did is they took this idea from the Dutch settlers and they hung socks on the mantelpiece. And Sinterklaas became an American tradition, and that's one of the scenes that you may see around Christmas time on cards and in movies, is a mantelpiece across a fire with lots of stockings hanging from it. And of course, we can't forget Christmas movies and Christmas music, which we all get a good dose of at this time of the year. Now, if you haven't seen it, It's a Wonderful Life is a fantastic Christmas movie. Yes, it's black and white, but the story is beautiful. As well as Home Alone, of course, if you want a good giggle. Now, the Christmas playlists are endless, but we know them all off by heart, of course, and it all helps to get us into that spirit for Christmas. So even though Christmas feels like an ancient tradition, a lot of the things we love today, from the Christmas tree to Santa Claus, are really a beautiful blend of Victorian British customs and modern American advertising. Now, what am I? Yes, that's right. I'm a reindeer. Now, reindeers are very symbolic at Christmas because that's what pulls Father Christmas's sleigh through the air so that we get our presents on Christmas morning. These are some of the phrases you may well hear this Christmas, and you may want to repeat them to other people that you love and want good things for over the period. Merry Christmas. That's the most known saying in English at Christmas time is Merry Christmas. And that's how we say it. Merry Christmas. Merry is to be happy, is to be joyful. And so we wish Merry Christmas to anyone and everyone that we see. Happy holidays. Of course, most people have some holiday over the Christmas period, so we say happy holidays. Season's greetings is another one that you may see in Christmas cards or on films. They say season's greetings. Season, obviously the season of winter, the Christmas, and then greeting to say hello, to give people warm wishes over this period. Peace on earth. Now, peace obviously is to be peaceful, to be calm, to let go of all the strife and the things that don't go right throughout the year. Peace is what we should all feel at Christmas, even if it's momentarily. So peace on earth is a wish for everybody on this earth to have some peace in their life. So with that, I wish you a very Merry Christmas. Okay, the last little bit of this is some vocabulary that you may like to use around Christmas. So I have written on the board some of the words that for me is Christmas. Twinkle, joy, sparkle, glitter, cozy, excitement, and love. Now let's put some images with those so you know exactly what they mean. It's far easier than trying to explain it. Twinkle, joy, sparkle, glitter, cozy, excitement, love. I really wish you the most wonderful Christmas. I do hope you find peace and love and that Santa Claus spoils you just a little bit too much.